Hello everybody and welcome back to Lucius. In this video we're going to be taking a bit of a break from our murder spree and we're just gonna relax. We're gonna explore, do some free roam stuff, talk to some of the people in the mansion because we haven't really had a chance to do so. Like I had mentioned in the last video, in these earlier chapters the mansion is closed and you aren't able to open up any of the doors and really take a good hard look around at what the mansion has to offer. So I'd kind of like to do that because there is a lot to this place. It is a very big mansion, and the most beneficial thing of doing that is just to kind of familiarize yourself with your environments. Okay, so while we're in our bedroom, before we get on with all of our exploring, I think we'll take care of our first chore that was given to us by our mom. And she had asked us to clean our room. So all you really have to do is pick up the toys in your room and put them into the toy chest. And then once you have done that, we will get an item for it. And we can get the next task from our mother when we see her next time. Now this is a Ouija board, I think. But I'm honestly not entirely sure what it does. I've never really found much use for it. We get some other items later on that are pretty cool though. So we'll run into our mom along the way, hopefully, and get another chore from her. I guess we'll start by exploring some of the rooms upstairs. Obviously, we've seen a couple of them as we've gone downstairs, but I haven't really taken time to explore much. The room across from Lucius's is his parents' room. As you can see, it's a pretty grand looking place. And as you explore, you can do a variety of different things. You know, you can open up drawers to take a look. But again, most of the stuff that you're going to be seeing in the drawers is just eye candy. There's very few things that you can actually pick up and put into your inventory or use for quest purposes. We can also go outside and look on the deck here. Get a nice view of the other side of the mansion as well as the backyard. And on the other side of the hallway, we've got a couple of rooms here. One of the mage, Javita. And she's actually given us a little bit of a hint as to our next case. She's saying that Jed is here. So we'll look into that a little bit later. This room here is inaccessible. This is Tom's room, apparently. And if we look on our map, it has a big question mark on it. So apparently Lucius has never been in there. We have absolutely no idea what's in there. But maybe we'll find out a little bit later. This is our upstairs bathroom. Not really anything in there at the moment, but we'll be back there a bit later. And on the other side of the hallway is mostly just guest bedrooms, and in these bedrooms there really isn't much to speak of. Again, mostly just some eye candy, you know, a couple little things you can take a look at. Mostly just looks pretty. I kind of like all of this attention to detail. I sort of like that they put all this stuff in, even though, you know, it's not entirely useful or anything like that. It's just sort of neat in my opinion and adds to the whole atmosphere here. So here we are in the main room that we usually use to go downstairs. So let's go downstairs. Obviously this area here we've explored all the bedrooms and we've looked at the kitchen and the living room and, you know, everything else. So let's start in this little hallway here because why not? This is the bathroom that we found Ivor in. A couple of things to note that I want to grab while I'm here though is the other two wrenches that he had in his toolkit. Now I don't know if we're ever going to use these. I honestly don't remember, but I don't think it could hurt to pick them up because your inventory never gets full and we may need them at a later date. So we'll do that and then we'll venture on here. This is the tea room. This room is never used. We don't really go in here for any sort of purpose, but you know, it's just nice to look around. Not a whole lot going on here. This door here connects to the lobby of the house, which is basically where the front entrance is. There's also a staircase that goes up and to the other parts of the upstairs. On the other side of the lobby, we can connect with the laundry room. We can see another one of our maids here, Susan, doing some laundry, and she's talking about someone coming to the mansion too, so we can only assume that that's Jed. We're gonna have to investigate this Jed character a little bit later. Attached to the laundry room is the garage, and here we have two other new characters. We have Will here, who is our handyman. He's gonna ask us to grab him a tire iron. And we also have Michael, who is our driver, who drives our family around, I guess. We also have a storage room and a wine cellar. That's kind of interesting. Not a whole lot in the deep, dank basement. Lots of wine, though. Holy smokers. These people must like to drink. We can get Michael's tire iron while we're here. Sorry, Will's tire iron, not Michael's, but I'm going to do that a little bit later. Michael wants us to find his mixtape. So we'll do that, we'll return to Michael, and then we will go and grab that tire iron at a later date. So back out in the hallway here, we're moving on to the other side of the first floor. And through here we have our billiard room. This is a billiard slash library slash bar. I mean, it's everything. It's just so much stuff in this mansion. There's Alistair, who is our butler. Again, we have some more wine. Not short on that in this house, apparently. And that's pretty much it for downstairs. As you can see here, we've pretty much explored everything. The only thing that we have left to do now is to explore a little bit of the upstairs. But first, I think I'd like to try and find my way out of here. I do get pretty turned around in this place, because everything does look very similar. So I'm gonna go at the doors here and just take a look at the backyard. Not really too much to speak of. It looks nice. You think there'd be like some toys or something out here for Lucius. I mean, I feel really bad for this poor kid. He obviously doesn't have any friends. All of the people at his birthday party were the adults and the people that work at the mansion, which is kind of lame. Here we have a storage shed. Not really much here for the time being, but we will be back later. I think it's maybe mentioned by Lucius's father. Oh, that's weird. We got some floating... Oh, that was weird. You guys see that? There, yeah, see there's like something floating in the air. That's kind of bizarre. Oh, I didn't even see this guy here. Hey, what's up, man? This is our gardener, Antonio. What up, man? He wants some gasoline for his lawnmower. I guess we can do that at some point as well. Another chore added to our list. Now, what was I saying? Oh, I was gonna say, I think it was mentioned maybe at some point in the game, I believe by Lucius's father, that obviously Lucius hasn't always been possessed by Satan. I think it's just, you know, his 6th birthday and everything like that. But you think that the poor kid would have some toys to play with, or, you know, he would have somewhat of a happy, normal childhood up until this point. Obviously lives a very, very sheltered life. There's not a whole lot going on in his world. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm kind of just aimlessly running around at this point. I guess I could go and look at some other parts of the mansion here, but what I wanted to do was find my mom, and I wanted to kind of finish things off by getting another one of our chores and finishing that off. But honestly, she could be anywhere. It doesn't track people's movements. As you can see, the arrow is pointing to the next person that I have to kill, but there's not really any sort of tracking, as far as I know, where you can track the movements of different people who aren't necessarily part of the story at the moment. So that can be kind of a pain if you're looking for somebody specific and you can't find them, but you know what, we'll run into her at some point, and as long as you just run into her, she'll basically mention your next chore. You don't really have to put a great lot of effort in order to get it. So we can look at our notebook here. We have to find a tool for the mechanic, and other things not added is to find some gasoline for the gardener and to find the mixtape for Michael. And then if we take a look at our map, we have all of the upstairs to explore. Now I know it doesn't look like much, but the upstairs is also a pretty big area. So we will definitely be looking into that next time. I'll probably go ahead... Oh, there she is. There's our mother. Speaking of which, I did clean my room? Huh. It's weird that it... Well, I'm completely lost, and I totally lost my train of thought. I thought I cleaned my room. I thought that's what that thing I got was for. Oh well, whatever. I can go and finish cleaning my room, I suppose. I will probably in the next video worry about finishing off the part of the story, so we'll probably move on to our next murder. And then we'll do a little bit of free stuff from there again. Okay, now I've cleaned my room. Okay, so that's good. So now that we've done that, we've got the big check mark to let us know that we've done it for good this time. And next time we run into our mom, we'll get some more chores. So we'll continue on in that fashion in the next few videos. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.